Men's 200 meters freestyle still to come. Q Ho Yen, winner at the last games, and he is in the field. Just one of two swimmers in Southeast Asia to have dipped below 148. Let's not forget as well, Joe Aditya Wijaya Kurnia, one of Indonesia. We've seen him already in the 100 fly earlier on. First at the ASEAN University Games, where he beat Wilson Sim, and then did it again at the Malaysian Age Group Championships. So this might be his pet event. Very quick start in lane number 5 by Juliawat. Usually comes out very quickly and tries to hang in there. Second in the 200 meters individual medley, 400 meters individual medley. He finished 4th. He's hoping to get amongst the medals here. Ngo Dinh Truyen of Vietnam, the 21-year-old, who set a personal best of 150.01 at the Viet Games in December when he won. Huy Quang, of course, didn't participate in that. He is in lane number 5 and just making sure that he keeps himself abreast with the likes of Juliawat and Ho Yen. Juliawat breathing to his right and knowing that he is half a body length ahead of the rest of the field at the moment. Nearest challengers Ho Yen and Dinh Truyen. Some catching up to do for Joe Aditya, who might be a little gassed after swimming that 100 meters butterfly in mighty quick time earlier. So heading home, it's Juliawat, slightly ahead of the Vietnamese Dinh Nguyen. And Q Ho Yen just picking up his stroke rate by some. Breathing to the right, knows that he's got some to do. Probably has that second spot in mind, or maybe even winning this heat by just a bit, qualifying for the final. Surely the full range and potential will be on display from the Malaysian. Well, they almost touched home at the same time, Juliawat and Ho Yen. Look at the scoreboard there, 151.02, but there's nothing in between. So it's confirmation that he's won it by 0.01 seconds over Q Ho Yen. 152.50 is the time that we will probably be looking out for in heat number 2, which is expected to be faster. He's leading after 50 meters and never saw Nguyen Huy Quang after that. Adi Azman finished 5th yesterday with a personal best in the 400 IM, swims in lane 3, and then Huy Quang, 1500 meters champion, 10th gold medal at the Southeast Asian Games last night. Looking at a bigger pond and bigger fishes. It's the figure of Glenn plunging in, knowing that if he keeps pace with Huy Quang, it should be an easy placing into the final. Well, Huy Quang was actually leading after 150 meters at the last games in this event, but went out way too quickly, very unlike him, misjudging the pacing of the race, and then seeing the rest of the swimmers just catch up and overtake him in the final straight, with Ho Yen winning, and he was even out of medal placings at the end, finishing 4th in 2022. So Arvind Singh turning first, just ahead of Subagio. Adi Azman in 3rd position. And Glenn slowly just sneaking up ahead right now. Huy Quang's probably learned from his errors of 2022 and knows that he can't go out too quickly the way he did at the last games. It will be Glenn turning first, just slightly ahead of Adi, I believe. Yep, and Subagio just slightly ahead of Huy Quang. So almost in a line. Swimmers lanes 3 to 6. Add Subagio into the mix as well in lane 2. Huy Quang will head into the final 50, turning just slightly ahead of Glenn. And after the underwaters, it's Glenn just slightly ahead with Arvind Singh coming right back in it. 152.50 was the time of the 3rd place swimmer in the last heat. Surely they're going to dip below that. Huy Quang will win this just ahead of Ardi. and Glenn, those two Singaporeans, will surely be in the final later this evening. Very comfortable indeed from Hui Huang. And it looks good for Singapore as well, Rowan, because Glenn as well looked as if he was probably at 60-70%, and that looked like a glide and quite an impressive swim in the morning from him. It's going to be one of those races at the SEA Games if it comes to fruition. So Glenn, Hui Huang, very much in it, that's for sure. Hui Huang, one of three to dip below 152.